against Denver in the Big East Finals. We didn't know how seriously. Earlier this week, Kevin Warren said he's good to go, and he's going tonight against Nick Ramsey, won by Georgetown. Georgetown in white, Yale in blue. Georgetown, as I mentioned in the Open, won their 5th straight Big East title. They have owned that conference going back to the days before COVID. They have not had a great deal of success, though, Kark, when it comes to the NCAA tournament. First round bounces in 4 of the last 5 tournaments. They had just the one quarterfinal matchup a couple of years ago against Virginia, and Georgetown gets on the board early. It's Tucker Dordovic.
I told you in the Open, he has an aggressive plant foot. For 3 years, he played midfield at Syracuse. This year, he's played attack, but he's so comfortable taking his defender anywhere in the offensive set. You see the hard plant foot will go, you never know. So they've been really cautious with him in practice the last couple weeks.
Postseason, you gotta go though, right? Brandow shoots, Hinks makes the save, bouncing ball, and it goes into the net. It looked like Lions may have gotten a piece of it after Hinks made the initial save, and Yale's on the board.
Goal scorers attack the boards. Chris Lyons is a natural goal scorer. He knows with a rebound opportunity, there will be a chance to follow it up, but this one looks like it deflects off of his stick. Barely gains any type.
Wide by Minikis. Stays with Georgetown. Kelly comes upfield, gets knocked off his feet, gets back up. Great feed and a score. Nicky Solomon, who's been filling it up lately, gives Georgetown the lead once again. Solomon had a huge Big East tournament.
6 goals against Denver as the Foghorns are going nuts in the nation's capital. Solomon playing the midfield position, more of an off-ball guy, a natural attackman. But what a look by Kelly. The 2 grad transfers from the University of North Carolina hooking up.
Nowhere to go. Defended beautifully that time by Dylan Hess. Shot clock still at 30, so plenty of time. Krevsky looking to roll. And he scores on the bouncer. Only his 10th goal of the year. Max Krevsky ties this thing back up at 2.
The sophomore Krevsky, we saw him in warm-ups. He was loose as can be, dancing around to the pregame music, knowing that he would have an opportunity. Teams are short sticking 48 and white. And he is a tall, rangy offensive player that could shoot around contact. That's a sweet take for a midfielder.
Georgetown in no hurry on this extended offensive possession. Kelly back behind. Solomon in front, wide open, Minikis scores.
Georgetown goal.
This team can score. Head coach Kevin Warren has himself an offense. He got some headline scorers that can break defenders down. Brian Minikis is one of them. He'll be playing in the PLL this.
Pull its way onto the field. Cleared that out of the way. We're back to going here with Leo Johnson. Johnson's defender fell down. Runs into a short stick, though. He's going to want to take him. Can't do anything with it, though. Passes it off. Krevsky already has a goal, looking for 2, and he gets it.
Young guys need confidence. When you look at Krevsky's season, only 9 goals coming into the contest, but he's got 2 already in the first quarter. In the first round of the NCAA tournament, he did it inverting with the right hand earlier. This time, a natural lefty sweep. This is a beautiful shot to the offside of Hinks. Your last few weeks, just dodging is at an all-time high for him.
Near side, beats Hinks. Hinks has got to be kicking himself, Clark, for giving up that near post.
And they're opening up Lyons' left hand. He's a natural righty. They're saying, okay, let's see what you got with your offhand. But if you watch enough tape on 44 in blue, you know he's not a one-trick pony. This is a beautiful move on the reigning National Defender of the Year in Will Bowen, attacking him. And I asked Andy Shea this week, if Bowen is on Lyons, will you still go after him? He said he's going to let him hit it near pipe on Hinks.
So here's Krevsky. Already has 2 goals on the day. He's going to hit Solberg coming in. Gets to the middle of the field. Gets his hands free and scores.
This offense has no shortage of talent, averaging 15 goals per game. They have the highest scoring attack unit between Brandow, Johnson, and Lyons. In athletic midfielders like Logan Solberg, we're seeing these traditional, big, long mid.
Accepting the challenge tonight. Carson Kuhl down the alley. Thought about it, had an alley, didn't take the shot. Johnson now back up top. Quick passing from Yale. Extra step, scores! Zawatsky! Who are these people? Zawatsky, Krevsky, Solberg.
It's called Yale Lacrosse with depth in recruiting, with Andy Shea and staff. It starts with a save. Jared Paquette stands his ground. Yale cleanly this time clears the ball. This move, sick by Zawatsky. At first I thought he was gonna shoot it. It's the hesitation and the...
Yeah, I got it.
Solomon, so much experience, number 3 in white. Began his career at North Carolina. Inside, that's a good look to McDermott, but he gets his stick checked away from him and picked up by Yale. Minikis relentless on the ride. Yale now having a hard time clearing. Got to get it over the midfield line at 60 seconds. They do just that. Lyons. Brandow shoots it, trickles past Hinks. Did it go in? Yes. The officials say it did. All the rolls and bounces are going Yale's way right now.
We'll take another look at this. Does the entire ball cross the goal line? Matt Brandow smiling. He has the short stick, and Yale does a terrific job of getting the switch. Hinks makes the initial save. That's clearly a goal. You see it on the inside of the pipe, past the goal line. This offense is getting super confident. Take another look at that. Inside the pipe. In their zone, they clear it cleanly like this. Critical.
Delayed call against Georgetown. Bragg will shoot and score! 45 unleashes the howitzer. Yale leads by 5.
Bragg might have the hardest shot in college lacrosse. We haven't seen it a ton because when he steps off the bus, everyone's pressing out because they know his sauce is stretching a defense. So when he gets a clean look, he can plant his feet. And I love how he goes low because when you scout Thomas Bragg, a lot of goalies.
Next, in front, behind the back, over the top.
You know, Georgetown's been at their best this year offensively when they dodge off a quick ball movement. I thought earlier in the season, you know, there's 4 grad transfers in this offensive set getting used to each other.
Right.
When the ball starts spinning, they dodge off of it.
Oh, Dordovic. Oh, what a goal! That's admirable.
4 grad transfers, 2 of them connect on this goal. Brian Minikis, the feeder from Colgate. Tucker Dordovic, the goal scorer. from Syracuse. You see the offhand too. Tucker Dordovic played left-handed attack last year. He's a natural righty. Equally effective going both hands with pressure on him too. I mean, he's going to...
But now we're ready to go. Wing play coming in there, beautiful job. Godine is able to get that ground ball. Will he take a shot? He will score! Will Godine's first goal of the year. That lights up the crowd here at Coop.
Talk about a warrior. And James Riley. It's his senior season. It's been a disappointing playoff run for these older statesmen for the Hoyas. So Riley grinds it out. Fights long enough for Godine to get possession off the wing. Known as a grinder in between the lines, not a goal scorer. Yale doesn't pick him up, and he makes him pay.
McDermott gets by Krevsky, shoots, and Paquette goes down to make the save. Now Krevsky's gonna try and clear it on his own, and he punt returns it beautifully. Takes a shot, gets hit while he takes that shot, but it stays with Yale. What a game 48's having in blue.
Yes, you saw him on the game because of Georgetown's offense, Cotter. You want to be around 90%, you have to be super efficient.
Cool loses it, back to Georgetown. Yale's making a couple of mistakes here. Georgetown really hasn't been able to take advantage. They'll get a chance here, and Dordovic buries it. That's the hat trick in the first half for Tucker Dordovic. Give him 60 goals on the year.
He's about as two-handed as it comes. You saw his prior goal in the second quarter. He did it under a tremendous amount of stress. Lefty this time just hammers it on the point. He's about as two-handed of a player you will find in college lacrosse. And the righty step down on Paquette to the offside. It's turn and rake.
Someone's gonna have to let it fly. Solomon tried to feed it inside, and it's gonna be officially a shot clock violation. Paquette is able to corral it.
What's critical for Yale defensively is supporting the Dordovic matchup, forcing him to pass. Only 13 assists coming into the game.
Brandow coming upfield. Slide comes, he's double teamed. He's able to break free. Inside, picked off. Hess.
This guy's a dude. What an athlete.
Keeps it till the last second. Now the extra pass. Forget about that. You're not gonna stop that. Tucker Dordovic's fourth. Here come the Hoyas cart.
Tewaaraton finalist. One of the top 5 in the nation. National Player of the Year candidate Tucker Dordovic is single-handedly keeping this team.
They're now behind the cage. Dordovic, by the way, 61 goals, ties Daniel Buccaro for the most ever in a season. That magical year in 2019, Yale stops the drought. 10 minutes in between goals, and Yale extends the lead now back to 2.
You know what I love about Chris Lyons, Cotter? He doesn't need a clean break to get a shot off. Some offensive players need to dust their defenders. He could shoot through contact as well as anyone. He's so strong, 210 pounds. Built with an upper body and the strength with the wrist too, so he just shoots.
Minikis, look at the speed. Can he turn the corner? Cannot, loses his footing, but keeps the ball. Now the defender loses his footing. What a pass to Bundy, and they score!
This is a high-end pass, Cotter. Super high-end. There's only a few attackmen in the country that make this type of pass. Connor Schellenberger from Virginia, Pat Cavanaugh from Notre Dame, add Brian Minikis to that list. That is cross-field, timing the cut, and putting it on the stick. This is about a 20-yard pass after you've been thrown to the floor. to understand that Bundy is on the back.
Dordovic. Georgetown continues their run. Solomon. He's got 2 on the day. It's been a minute, but the Hoyas are back on top.
Got these game breakers. Dordovic and Minikis and Bundy. You need some glue. TJ Haley's about as good of a passer as there is. His true freshman year in 2021 led the nation in assists. This time he comes in as a substitute attackman and shows you he can deal. And I love the health of James Riley, who's one of the more athletic face-off guys. Now, if I'm Yale here, I try to trap Riley, keep him on the field as much as possible. You see him jogging off to the box.
Ramsey was able to win that draw for Yale to start this second half. Here comes Krevsky. He showed in that highlight. 2 goals in the first. Here's Minikis. Tries to come back upfield. Does. Tough angle shot and scores. Has a few words for Michael Alexander when he gets up. That's 2 for Minikis.
He's got some quicks, Connor. And I love the compliment to Dordovic, who is power and aggression. Minikis is speed and quickness. You saw an unbelievable pass from Minikis in the first half. This is just a beautiful dodge, and it's not a clean break as well. A lot of times.
Now for Georgetown, they've extended their run and started in the first half. 8-1 now for the Hoyas. McDermott inside. That's way too easy. Finds number 2, and Dordovic scores his 6th of the day.
If you're Yale, you start worrying when your defense is on the ropes. Things could get ugly. You allowed 23 goals against Princeton. You allowed 20 against Cornell. When you're on the ropes, you start thinking, you get dizzy. You're late with your slides. You're off ball play and your hesitation, should I go or shouldn't I? And that is the worst thing you can do defensively.
Bragg looks like he wants to dodge behind the cage. Lyons and Brandow work a little 2-man game. Brandow in front to Lyons, who scores.
It's the answer Yale needed. Matt Brandow gives you a little bit of everything as a starting attackman. 41 in blue. 2019 went to the national championship game with Yale. And ever since, he's been a leader on this team. He has a shorty, so he knows there's going to be a quick slide. Bowen slides early, and Bowen is on Chris Lyons right on the end line, or that sideline area.
Right, it's wherever the ball goes out of bounds, even if it's on the other side of the field, closest to it. Krevsky, now Brandow. Extra look to Kuhl, gets his left hand free in the middle of the field and scores. Carson Kuhl's first of the day.
Kuhl is a fantastic athlete. I went to a Yale practice a year ago. This guy was doing backflips.
Wow.
You see the change of direction and the ability to get to the middle of the field. Get the defender to bite, plant your foot, and come out of it towards the middle of the field to extend your angle, and you get the goalie moving to the opposite pipe. So return. Good news for Yale when they're answering with these runs. They're doing it with midfield play too. So they're balancing their offense.
That is a great goal. Minikis, we talked about his speed. You won't see it on any other play in greater detail than that one right there.
They're debating no goal.
No, now they wave it off.
Does he land?
Let's take another look to
goal
see
mouth.
the crease or goal mouth. You're right.
Land
No
in the goal
gray
mouth.
area.
You can never land in the goal
Right.
mouth unless you're pushed by the defense, and he was not pushed. That's a good call. No part of your body to be in the goal mouth.
Johnson. He scores on the other end. Big momentum shift there. Minikis' goal disallowed. Johnson, who's very similar to Minikis, on the other end, scores for Yale.
These two grew up about 10 miles from each other in Fairfield County, Connecticut. The two quickest players on the field. Leo Johnson shows you that roll and how explosive he is. Look at that roll right there. Just dusts his defender and beats the slide help as well.
Yale showed but didn't go. Again, he'll attack goal line, extended, now behind. Solomon gets just a tiny little crease and takes advantage.
If you were to grade Nicky Solomon's game, it's almost perfect, right? 0 turnovers, 3 goals on the afternoon. He's only taken 3 shots. And he is maximizing his opportunities. You saw 2 off-ball goals in the first half. This time he has a shorty, so he understands where.
Stay with Yale, yeah. Johnson. Rolls back to his left, fires, bounces it in. That looked like it fooled Hinks a little bit because it maybe got deflected before it got to the crease card. It got there so slowly, it was like a knuckleball.
That's his second of the third quarter. The midfield for Yale was popping. It's only a matter of time. This high-scoring trio came to the party. Leo with back-to-back goals. This is dangerous for Georgetown playing Leo in space because he's got jets like Minikis.
Tominovic coming over the top. Inside scores. Good look. Johnson found Brandow. 5 out of 6 goals now scored by Yale in this game.
Cotter, don't take a quick stick for granted. This is an incredible finish by Matt Brandow. Georgetown's concerned about Leo Johnson and supporting that matchup because he's behind the cage and has the defense hung up. Right here, here's the hang up. So all eyes are on 6 and blue. He spot feeds Brandow, but look at the placement on the shot. A right-handed Hanks in goal, throws it over the left shoulder. That is a gorgeous finish by 41 in blue, Matt Brandow. Team game, what's that?
Could be this guy, Krevsky. Just trying to muscle his way in. Another shorty comes to help. Johnson. Look at that quickness and speed, and scores! The hat trick for Leo Johnson. Yale is up 2.
He's taken over this third quarter, Cotter. He's got 3 goals and an assist. In this quarter alone. Did it from behind the cage. This time he sweeps across. And I love the positionless approach to Leo Johnson. Can get it from behind, and this time you take a close defender who's used to playing goal line extended and below, and you
midway through that third quarter. It looked like they were about to blow the doors off of Yale.
outshot Yale 17-5 in the second quarter.
Carroll, he's free, shoots, scores! Georgetown saying, what about our second line midfielders? They can fill it up too. And Aiden Carroll scores his 5th of the year.
Aiden Carroll from the same high school as the first team All-American Will Bowen. BC High. Boston, Massachusetts, showing you speed, fluidity, and shot placement. That is just too much cushion by the Yale defense. If you're a short stick defender, you got to go up and you got to challenge Carroll.
Windows of the buildings here in Georgetown. It has been a wild afternoon. Bundy, shoot, scores! That's ridiculous. Somebody put a jugs gun on that shot.
It's a first-team All-American that you almost forgot about with Minikis and Dordovic. Snap, crackle, pop. Look at this shot. You change the levels and you raise the roof with this absolute dart. Quarter alone. He was the difference for Yale in terms of making that run with one-on-ones.
Tominovic trying to stay with him, and Hinks makes another save.
Leo had the separation he wanted. Stick was low.
Goal line extended up top to Bundy. Switches back to his right, Kelly. Kelly's on a shorty. Instead gives it up to Solomon, who scores! The former Tar Heel gave it up to his former teammate in Chapel Hill. Now they're at Georgetown, and it's working for him.
Atlanta, Georgia. 4 years at the University of North Carolina. Grad transfer. He's 4 for 4, and he can't miss. The shot placement to hug the pipe. They've switched Kelly, who was playing attack starting the game, and Solomon, who started at midfield. Now Solomon's at attack.
Kelly back to his right, got a free and scores. No, it didn't. I thought that got by Paquette. Paquette with the big save. Twister, that time it finds the back of the net, and it's Hackler.
Twister is right. Elite athlete as well. Hackler is a Team USA under-19 player. As an offensive midi, Andy Shea started playing him two-way. Now he's a defensive midfielder with the green light to strike in transition, and the awareness to put his stick across his face to increase his angle. Gonna force Paquette to make a big-time stop because of the velocity.
Haley now back behind Minikis. Still plenty of time to shoot for Georgetown. That's not an issue. Minikis won't wait. He'll score!
Flex. They're feeling it. Ryan Minikis subtly has been masterful in this game. In the third quarter, he made a similar move. Low angle, goal line extended, left-handed. This time, they force him right. And he says, okay, you don't think I have an offhand?
Brandow comes upfield, tough angle, but he shoots and scores. Took that extra step to give him a little bit of a better angle. Got the better of Wally Halpert. We're still tied, Cart.
Big game experience as a freshman, played on championship weekend 2019. 4 years later, he's using his IQ.
Look at Hinks. He has been really sharp in the second half. Denied Brandow.
He's made some big-time low saves. A couple on Johnson, that one on Brandow. Down to just give Dordovic an extra step.
Minikis shoots, scores!
Minikis is crashing the cage with low-angle shots with his right and left. It's a combination of quickness, toughness, and awareness.
And the shot placement while falling down over Paquette's shoulder. Oh.
That is muscle memory. When you're coming around the cage to understand.
Slide comes on Bundy. Now Kelly extended. Solomon shoots and scores. Now the question is, what is the flag? Is it a cross check?
It's a cross check.
Yes.
The question was, what will be the call? The answer has been Nicky Solomon, who's dropped a 5 spot. Fans are on their feet. And in the last 2 games, conference championship against Denver, 6. Today.
20 seconds still, man up. Kelly. Now the ball movement. Skip pass. Minikis, extra pass inside. Solomon is robbed by Paquette. Ball is still loose. Stuzen. He's a danger man. Instead, he gives it off to Leo. Back to full strength. Johnson. Lyons. Man, he wanted so much to go quickly. Instead, he brings it out. Johnson will shoot. Bouncer high, but it'll stay with Yale's cool. Brandow falling down. Stay on his feet, though. Couldn't get a shot off. And Hinks comes out to corral the loose ball. Georgetown will clear it. Clock winding down. They don't have to take a shot. Yale's got to come out and press. They got to force it in D.C. Comes down to Paquette. He can't do anything with it. The horn sounds. You hear the elation. Georgetown advances.
A year ago on this field, as a higher seed, they were upset by the University of Delaware. They heard the noise. Could the Hoyas win the big game? Were they May ready? Kevin Warren gets aggressive in the transfer portal and delivers with an offensive performance by Tucker Dordovic with 6. The transfer from Syracuse, Nicky Solomon from North Carolina with 5.
Georgetown entered today's game 0-10 lifetime against Yale. We mentioned the 2019